Hi, I'm David Debsky. For the past 20 years, I've successfully shared my homegrown expertise in Eastern Shore real estate with first-time home buyers to commercial developers. If you are dreaming of a land of pleasant living, I can show it to you. If you're interested in selling your real estate, I can find the right buyer for you. The Eastern Shore is the most exciting and wonderful place you can be. For the next 10 minutes, I want to show you why.
100 years before America, there was an Eastern Shore of Maryland. It was then majestic, unbridled, unspoiled. Over centuries, nature and man have whispered her best-kept secrets here. On the windswept barrier islands, across dunes where the wild ponies of Assateague run, in breezes that blow above miles of unending bays and uncluttered waterways. Nestled between marshy shoals of the famed Chesapeake Bay and the sandy, sunbathed shores of the Atlantic Ocean, the Eastern Shore of Maryland remains an undemanding way of life. It offers a genuine pace that time and progress have not been able to change. It's that corner of this great land where nature is still pure, where the timeless beauty of an Atlantic dawn spreads out in front of you, on a seashore of your childhood, in the dreams and hopes of your future. It all unfolds here at every sunrise. Its beauty dances across the marshes and clouds, full of wildlife and waterfowl. Its days play loud with the wholesome hearts of children under a warm and cozy sky. It tucks itself away at night with magnificent color and fanfare, almost like magic, inside every spectacular sunset. In the soil under your feet, the mystery of Spanish treasure wraps around the history of cannonballs and Revolutionary War encampments, unturned on the shores and shoulders of the Eastern Shore. Those tales, still told, seem to unfold in the winding back roads and waterways secluded on this celebrated peninsula in the mid-Atlantic. You can still kayak and canoe deep in the dark cypress swamps of Pocomoke and Snow Hill, plying across those same 40 fathoms of tea-colored waters that steamships and paddleboats ferried. You can pick and poke for arrowheads on the timbered creek beds where the Nassawanga Native Indians once lived and ruled. And you can hunt your own treasures on picture-perfect sidewalks in Victorian Berlin. Feel that salt spray on your face strolling the same untouched stretch of national seashore that Misty of Chincoteague once called her home. You'll trim sail on 30 miles of cobalt blue waters that flank Maryland's shoreline, playing in the carefree days of summer on the wooden boardwalks of Ocean City, all while listening to the squeal of children hoisting their first crab pot on an old weathered dock. If you're chasing the adrenaline and adventure of fighting a white marlin out of its sea, for the land-bound thrill and championship of a world-class game of golf, or just seeking that simple solitude of a long walk along the beach, hunting seashells and sand crabs, the Eastern Shore delivers a graceful, invigorating, uncomplicated life. It is Maryland's and the Mother Atlantic's greatest destination. There's a lot to do in the land of pleasant living, and a lot of fair-weather days to enjoy the doing. From dancing with the sandpipers to navigating around the sand traps, from grasping the serenity of a purple-hazed sunset to that simple, childlike feeling you get when you squish your toes into the cool mud of a tidal pool. And though it's hidden away from the clamor and clutter of the big cities, Maryland's Eastern Shore fulfills the daily needs with local hospitals, regional and jet park airports, and the fine dining and cultural pursuits that you'll have time to enjoy with your newly claimed and uncluttered lifestyle. It's all within a few hours' drive from established major metropolitan areas. It's all here. It's all now. It's all yours. The Eastern Shore will answer your dreams of fun, of fulfillment, of sanctuary, of privacy and endless possibility. In every breathtaking Atlantic sunrise, and in the simple flutter of a blue heron's wings on a creekside marsh, come home and listen to the song inside the quiet. To navigate our secret coves and the amazingly profitable real estate possibilities of the Eastern Shore, it's best to have your own seasoned guide. All across this great peninsula, David Dipsky knows where the views are, and he knows how to get them for you. From blueprints to buildings, cozy towns to incomparable coastline, David and his group can bring your dreams to a solid reality. And if you're selling your piece of the coastal dream, call Dave. His experience in resale is local legend. Through his consistent marketing and media exposure, David reaches the right buyers at the right price, and he can do it for you. To capture your imagination or that right buyer, call David Dipsky. Come see his world. Share a sunset or two with a native son. He'll show you those childlike afternoons where you can cast a bobbing lure into a very bright future. The Eastern Shore of Maryland and David Dipsky. They're both easy to find. Just like the miles of serenity spanning the shores of this awe-inspiring peninsula, they're a whole world away. But really, they're right next door.